Hi, I'm Maximillian Soong. I work at Leahy Hospital here in Massachusetts.
Great. How'd you choose to go into hand surgery?
Yeah, so I think my first introduction to hand surgery was on the hand service at Mass General. I was a junior resident working with Dr. Jupiter and Dr. Ring. It was a fascinating rotation. Um, we started pretty much every day with a teaching conference. I remember we had a syllabus about this thick of reading material, and I would, read all the articles the night before and then wake up in the morning and read them again so I'd be prepared. They didn't start easy. The first topic was carpal instability. I mean, great. And then we'd have, long days in clinic. I remember Dr. Jupiter's clinics were, very full, very fast paced. But at the end of every day, we would stop, sit in his office, the fellow and myself across the desk from him. We would have the entire clinic list in front of us, and we would review every teaching point, every question would be answered. And so the days would basically begin and end focused on our teaching. So it was a fantastic experience. The ORs, of course, were amazing. I remember my first case was a submuscular ulnar nerve transposition. Watching Dr. Jupiter do the approach, the dissection, watching the meticulous attention to the detail, the anatomy, the pathology. It was a fantastic experience. And of course, with Dr. Ring, being a mentor in research and analyzing evidence and being able to contribute to it meaningfully. It was a great experience, that rotation, and that's how I got into hand surgery.
How's it feel to have your name on a classification? Because I think that's one of the neatest things.
Yeah, that's great. First, I have to, thank my co-authors who helped on that project. Dr. Earp, Dr. Blazer. It's been a great experience. Yeah, I thought, it would be just my 15 minutes of fame, and it's kind of turned into much more than that. And yes, I do see, residents come up, they're preparing for the OITEs, and, they ask me about it, and, it gets quoted quite a lot in the literature. Um, it's very satisfying to be able to contribute to the literature. Obviously, the people I mentioned before, Dr. Jupiter and Dr. Ring, they put out papers, every 5 minutes. So, their influence goes much further. But yet I still get to hear my name once in a while and see it. So it is satisfying, but, I hope we get to, improve the field even further. If that's the end of it, that's kind of a dead end. It needs to be taken even further. And I know there's other work out there, which is kind of helping to fine tune the classification and make it more relevant and more helpful to people in different circumstances.